I'm Dr. Rajani and I'm talking about retinols and how to start them. I was asked to talk about how do you initiate them. Oftentimes, new year, new you, people want to start and they want to try a retinol they've never tried before. Maybe they've tried before and they haven't been able to tolerate it. Today I'm going to talk about the one that I recommend, which class. It'll become apparent why I recommend this one, and for those who watch this channel a little bit, you know I often recommend the same things unless there's reason to change, and we learn how to use the best products to buffer up and down. And these 4 tips I'm going to give people are to allow them to know how to use it so they stick with it, because the best skincare is the skincare that people use. We know taking care of skin allows people to look younger and fresher. Most importantly, this is about long-term, beautiful, healthy, vibrant, glowing skin. And what do retinols do? In this case, retinaldehyde is the one that I recommend to my patients, is they help with fine lines, they help with acne, they help reduce pore size, they improve glow, they help thicken the skin, make it a little bit more robust. And overall, we would then say they have anti-aging benefits. There's so many benefits to them, and that's why people want to be on them. First and foremost, I don't know if you'll be able to see, I'll put a little on my hand and see if you can see. It's a slight yellow tint, and this is RETRINAL from Avene. So I don't know how to pronounce it fully, even though I've had this for a couple of years. I recommend this to my patients. If you know, let me know. But this is what the product is. And the retinaldehyde, why I recommend this, and even for those starting, is because we can titrate it up or down. Because retinols, then you have retinaldehydes, and then prescription retinoic acids. That's kind of the continuum in terms of strength. A retinol has to be converted 2 steps into the retinoic, which is the most powerful. And the retinaldehyde more predictably converts to 1 step. And we can use that property, that 1-step conversion, to our benefit, because you can grow into it if you're just starting, and you can improve your results by making it more robust or making it stronger or applying it in a stronger way. And that's what we're going to get into today. So the main reasons, therefore, for retinaldehyde, we can titrate it up or down nicely. It's not as irritating and allows people to use it. And that's the key with retinols, is sticking with it. This is a marathon, not a sprint. It's long-term health of the skin. Tip number 1, if you're starting a retinol, in this case a retinaldehyde, when do you use it? In the evening time, on freshly cleansed skin, if you want it to be the strongest it can be. However, if you're starting out, I often recommend to people to cleanse, put your moisturizer on first if you're using that as part of your skincare routine, and many of you have a moisturizer. Most people have one they're using. Ceramides are fine, My Ultra Moisture is fine, whatever you're using. Wait about 4 or 5 minutes and then apply your retinaldehyde. And the reason is that will buffer it down a little bit. We want to make it not as strong. Now, some people will be able to start stronger, but I always want to titrate it up, because we're going to lose people if they start with it at its top strength. Number 2, how often do we use it? So you see, this is all about dosage. Just like anything we're using, it's about the dose. The first is when to apply it for stronger product, which was on the cleansed skin, or the buffered product after the moisturizer. The second part of dose is going to be how often you apply it. And for me, I tell my patients twice a week. So you might take it, separate it by 3 or 4 days, take it again. So twice in 7 days would be a good way to start it. And how long are we looking at? This is, again, this is long term. So I want this for 6 to 8 weeks. People get new things all the time and they want new improved. They want to see the results right away. A retinol skincare is not like that. Skincare is a long-term game, and we're using it over time. So think about that. Think about starting twice a week and then amping it up as you see the results or lack of results. And what are you looking for? That windburn feel. If you don't feel that, you don't have any redness or irritation that says you can step it up to 3, 4, 5 times a week. Very rarely do I have people on them 7 days a week. So keep that in mind. It's absolutely fine. Everyone has this specific dose. You don't have to have your neighbor's dose. It's specific to you. So don't worry if it's once or twice a week. It's absolutely fine. Tip number 3, stay on your stable program. So if you're if you're cleansing, you're using a vitamin C, you're using a hyaluronic acid, you're using niacinamides, stay on that program. Don't change the program. Every time in medicine we're studying something, we want to account for variables, and the same goes for your skincare. Keep it stable, don't change anything around, and initiate your retinol, your retinal in this case. Now, one caveat here is if you're on a lot of acids, so if you are someone who does peels several times a week, or you're on a lot of acids that cause peeling and you're not yet on a retinol, that's where I would maybe pull back. If you're on your azelaic acids, if you're on glycolic acids, combination peels with little bits of phenol, TCAs, that's when you might pull back, because adding a retinol can really amp up the effectiveness and the acidity of the skin for those to work. But in general, keep your skincare stable and initiate your retinoic at night twice a week, as I described. Now, number 4, when do you adjust? And that is at the 8-week mark. So you stay stable in your dosing. Don't amp it up for about 8 weeks. If you need to come down from twice a week to once a week, you can do that anytime, because you're getting that irritation. We don't want long-term inflammation. A quick note about ingredients. It is paraben-free. For many people I know don't want parabens in their skincare. It's fragrance-free. I like that, of course. And it's oil-free, and it does not clog pores. Of course, retinols and retinals and retinoics often help with pores, and those ingredients will help with that. What do you find in here that I like? Well, you have spring water. Every product has some water, of course, in it, but you also have your Retinaldehyde, which is the mainstay. That's why we're using it. But you're also going to find peptides and vitamin E. So those are all great ingredients that work with the retinaldehyde, but it's not irritating. You're not going to find a lot of additives to confuse you to figure out, hey, am I actually having a problem with the retinoid, vitamin A in this case, or is it the actual that I can't tolerate them at all? So this is the one I like to start with. Use those 4 tips to help you. And remember, if you're interested in this product, in the more info section below, I'll put a link, and there's 20% off for a few days here. So stay tuned here. Keep your skin and body beautiful, healthy, and vibrant.